Hello, my name is Brian Petrick. I'm an IronSpeed MVP, and in this short video I'm going to show you how to hyperlink your IronSpeed database fields. Now I've created a simple view for one of my database tables that contains an email address and a home page. And what I want to do is I want to be able to convert those into hyperlinks so that if I click on the email address, I'll open up my email application from Outlook and address it to this email address. Or if I click on this hyperlink, I want to go ahead and open up this URL in a new browser window. So as it is right now, I just have a couple literal fields. I want to make those into hyperlinks. Turns out it's very easy to do with IronSpeed. All I have to do is come in here in design mode, select my field that I want to convert, and then change a couple of the properties. And what I want to change is right here is the initialize when showing record. Right now, as you can see, it's just set to the name of the field. And what I want to do is I want to convert that into the proper HTML encoded hyperlink so that when I click on the email address, it'll open up my email application, sending an email to this email address that's in the database field. Now I've gone ahead and I have created the formula that I want to convert this into, and it looks like this. And all this is available in the online help. If you look under formulas, common formulas, this exact step that I'm showing you is shown in the online help. And what I want to do is I want to make an href and make a mail to, and then I'm going to show my database field, and then I want to also go ahead and make my mail to content be that database field. So you'll see the name of the field show up twice because one is used for the href and then one is to what's actually being displayed in the form itself. Now there's only a couple other things we have to change, and the most important one is to change this property called HTML encode value. Now if I don't change this, if I leave it as default, what will happen is those little greater than and less than signs that we put in our formula are going to be displayed in our web page. We don't want that. We want the browser to interpret that as an href. So pretty much all we have to do to get this to work is to go ahead and change our HTML encode value to false. Now in the online help there's a couple other fields they want you to change, and one of them is this maximum display length and display threshold. And the reason you want to change those is because if your text field is over a certain amount, IronSpeed creates those little pop-up windows, and so if you have a very long URL or a very long email address, what will happen is those will be pop-ups and they won't work the way we want. So what we can do is we can change these to be some large value like 50,000. Hopefully your email address is not 50,000 characters long. Okay, so we've changed this field. Let's go ahead and run that and see what it looks like. Okay, as you notice now, our email addresses are all hyperlinks, and if we click on one, it's going to go ahead and open up my Outlook and being addressed to that particular email address. Now we haven't done the URLs yet, we've only done the email addresses. So let's go ahead and change the URL to do the same thing. We want the URL, if we click on it, to go ahead and open up a new browser window with that URL. Once again, we go back to design mode. Now we're going to select our homepage field, our URL field, and we're going to change the formula for that. Now I've gone ahead and I've created the formula so that I don't have to type it in here, and we're going to go ahead and change it. And again, this is also in the online help. You can go ahead and look up formulas and it'll tell you this exact page that I'm showing you here, this exact same formula. Essentially I created another href with my homepage. Now what I've done is I've done target equals blank. And what that'll do is that means when I click on the link, it'll open up in a new browser window. It's not going to go ahead and change the window that my application is running in. It's going to open up in a new target window. Now remember, once again, we got to change a couple other properties. Most important one being the HTML code value to false. Looks like I've already changed it. Maximum display length, let's go ahead and change those. And the display threshold. Okay. Let's build and run this again. And as you can see now, our URLs are all hyperlinks. We showed you the email address a minute ago was a hyperlink of the email. And now if I click on one of these, and there you go. It opens up the URL in a different browser window. I can go back to my previous window, click on it, click on a couple of links, and as you can see, they're opening up. The content of the field was a URL. When I click on it, it opens up in a new browser window. Okay. That's pretty much it. So in this short video, I've shown you how to change a database field to be hyperlinkable so that you can either hyperlink an email address or homepage just by changing the formula that's displayed, as well as just changing a couple of the other properties for those displayed literals. Thank you for watching this short video.